Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're just going to be packing a dip, just me by myself. So, yeah, I'm just going to summon the Mud Jug gods real quick. Mud Jug, please. I missed it. It slammed his knee. It's right there.
I gotta go empty
No,
my crap.
let me do yours.
I gotta empty it.
Go.
It's full. Go wash my hands off.
I know I'm 2 patches.
There we go.
Shut up, boy.
I'll eat it, please.
I only chew pouches because long cut gets in the braces and freaking is a pain in the ass to get out. So let me go to the bathroom.
Well, and I am dipping pouches. Sanders.
My jug, please.
Hey, shut your door. We are dipping today. Come that little dipping, baby. Hey. Ow.
Pick it up.
No.
Your neck still hurt?
Yes. Ah. I'm just joking. It don't hurt as bad.
Pack your pouches.
Should I put 2 in or 1? I have 4 pouches left. And I've had this for 2 days.
I have like 10.
Every time I put a pouch in, I usually put 2, if it's grizzly. And I've only put 1 in 2 times. No, I gotta find all of them.
I see them all right now. They're perfectly in a row.
Knocked out all of my dip.
This type of S is what make a hater.
This guy hopped her by my hand. Got it one. Darn it. The beat go hard. Sound like you fought it. No. And Luke got Kodiak.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8. So if I ain't got one in, apply 1 with me off, apply 2 with me on.
I'm putting 2 in. Got it out the mud. Got it on my buckle. What time is it?
1:40.
1:40 and oh, that's hit me in my eye. It's 1:40. Things that turn hillbillies on to the max. A nice dip.
Well, turn hillbillies onto the max. Lifted trucks. You go.
Things that turn hillbillies on. Mud.
Oh!
I'll be here for a minute. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Give me my dip, boy.
Oh, I have a freaking sore in my mouth.
Ugh. Okay.
Ow.
Well, let's pack a dip. I'm not stalling.
Pack, you mean apply?
Apply dip when we blush.
You sounded retarded.
Apply dip when we blush.
Grind it when we
I'm not talking about regular oil.
wash.
That Kodiak isn't too good. It's not flavorful.
I like it.
It don't have a lot of flavor.
In my opinion, it does. My hair's a mess. Don't do it. Don't. TTV, you're bad. Discard the mud jug, please. I just sit on your pouches. I need something to drink. I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick. I gotta get some moisture in my mouth.
What's up, boss? I got my mud jug here today. Well, I have my mud jug every day, but ooh, let's burn them. That's how I roll. If you come into my bed to get at it, say roll. I know Andrew hasn't posted in 6 years. It feels like probably. I can't post because I dropped my phone in the toilet. I don't have a phone. Everybody say RIP. You guys can probably see me in the mirror. Right over there. Okay, yeah. Enough of that. I'll show myself in the mirror over there.
Guys, if you don't like regular water,
You're weird.
flavored water.
Set the bottle in the mud jug and I'll throw it up to you.
Ew, you gonna spit in it, you big dummy.
I'll rub it off.
Wipe it. Wipe it. Wipe it down. You know, wait.
You're good now.
Flips, wait, close.
Yeah, boss. For the gun.
I need energy. Yeah, boy. Kobe.
Have you
Nah.
ever put 2 in with that?
No,
You're doing it right now.
no. I'm putting 8 in. Just playing. No stalling now because I have moisture in my mouth, so.
If I just had one in, I can put it back. I'm already.
Full
I got punched in the lip yesterday, so I'm sorry my mouth is shutting.
What?
She said hi.
I don't care.
I know. My lips burning.
Oh, that burnt so freaking bad. Look. Look. Oh shit.
Got a little bit of something there. I would get Stoker's Mint, but I don't want to get dip all over the place. I only have 2 pouches left.
Give me my water. Why is my spit so stringy right now?
Mine's perfect.
so stringy. What the freak?
Because you're putting your lip on the side.
I haven't been doing that the whole time. What in the fuck?
That's gross. Just do tighten your lips when you spit. Tighten them when you spit.
That makes it worse.
Then you're doing something.
There we go.
Try to spit a little bit harder. There you go.
But life. I got my bike, my foot peg, and my clutch is broke.
And Luke's looks like a dang Harley because his suspension is broke.
P.S. Do not get SSRs. They are made in like Japan or some shit.
They're made, we got ours from California, and dude, they are made so cheap, but they're expensive.
They're $1,000. 1,300
Each.
and they break so freaking easy.
Andrew just tipped it over barely, and this clutch broke. That was the first time.
How many times have you wrecked it?
Twice.
When? Oh yeah, you broke your collarbone and at that track.
Yeah, at the beginner's track, I went off the side of the hill, off track, and landed on my left side of the peg,
Are you?
and my right one broke. That was on April 6th or 5th. And then the day after my birthday, I was jumping my jump and broke my collarbone.
But I've wrecked mine 3 times. Two at the beginner's track. Well, the first one wasn't really a wreck. I was going around. This was my first time around the track, and I didn't know the track. Where I said it was my first time around it, and I went around it, and I didn't see the tree. I went around this corner, and I ran right into the tree. I bended my foot brake, and I cracked my foot peg.
I can go tell Luke that we're making a video.
Oh, that's fine. And I cracked my foot peg, and then I wrecked that second time that day. This is about an hour before we was leaving. There's this little spot in the corner where you can go down, and there's a little bump, and then there's a berm. And I went around the berm too fast, and my back of my tire flew over the berm, and I hit my head on the rock, and then nothing happened to my bike. No, I've actually wrecked 4 times. And then my third one, this was at my house, my mama's house. It was wet that day. No, it wasn't that one. But I was going around a berm we made. It's not really good. And there's this little metal thing. I think it was like a really old plower for the garden or something. But I went around it, and I was in second gear, so my bike cut off. And this was right after I got my bike, and I really wasn't used to it, and I barely could tippy toe it, and I kind of fell over, and my bike hit it. Now, no, I wrecked 5 times actually. And this time I broke my clutch for the first time. I was going down my berm. This was the one I was about to say, but I messed up. I was going around my berm, and it was wet that day. And I didn't know I was in third gear. I thought I was in second. So I went down on my little hill, and then you go into the berm. And I was going way too fast, and I thought I was in first gear, but I was actually in second. And I slid out, and my bike tipped over, and my clutch broke. So then after that, about a week later, my papa fixed my clutch. And so I went to my buddy's house, Ryan's. He has this little jump. And I hit it a couple times in first gear, and I was confident, so I went to second gear. And I pulled up a little bit that time. And I pulled up, and then I rode a wheelie, and then fell over. The back of my right ankle, I had Crocs on and ankle socks on, and I fell backwards off the bike. The back of my ankle hit the tire, and it made my Croc fall off. My ankle sock was right to there, and I broke my clutch again.
Tell me about when you ran into the side of the building on the 50.
Oh, that was you.
No.
Oh. We had our bikes, but my clutch was broke that week that my clutch was broke, and I was riding Luke's old 50, and I went down there to pump the tires up in front of my garage, and my garage has a big old door, and that you can pull up. And I went out. I was trying to do a burnout, and I held my brake in, my brake, and I tried to rev it up, and then it popped up into a wheelie. I hit the door, and the bike was like this, and my knee went between the muffler and the wheel, and then I thought I broke my leg.
How I broke my collarbone. Me and him made the jump the day before, I think, right?
Yeah. No, 2 days before.
The day before.
Yeah, the day before.
And I decided to hit it the first time, and I almost went over the handlebars.
He didn't have a peg.
I didn't have a right peg because it needed welding to fix. And I went a few times around. I was like, I ain't gonna jump it again. And then I jumped it, rode the handlebars for like 10 feet on my stomach right here, and then flipped over and landed with my neck like this and right here, and I broke my collarbone. It wasn't fully in half though. I didn't break it fully in half. But I was laying there in a ball probably like this, and they was just staring at me. Well, Luke saw it all go down, and he was just staring at me.
And I jumped it before him, and then I went around this corner that I have, and all I seen was him laying on the ground, and I expected him to get up. I didn't see it, so I didn't know if he was hurt or not. So I expected him to get right up. So he didn't get up, so I rode my bike over there. He was screaming, "Help! Help!"
And I've never broke my collarbone before, but how it felt, I was like, my collarbone's broke. And it felt like it was just hanging the whole time I was walking.
But he was screaming, "Help! Help!" So I went over there, and I was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then he was like, "I broke my collarbone. I broke my collarbone." So I took his helmet off and walked up to the house.
And then like 5 minutes after that, it stormed, so I couldn't go to the hospital that night. And then the next day where it rained, there was a landslide over Brushy, so I had to go across Ford Mountain. Every time we hit a bump, I'd yell. It hurt pretty bad.
But
that's the worst wreck. The second worst wreck I've ever had was on my 110 over here. We have this little dip. It goes down and comes back up. It's pretty big too. And I came up and accidentally went on the side of the hill, and it swerved like that, and then launched me. And I landed on my head and my back and stuff. And my neighbor Kayla seen it all, and she gets really scared easy. And she came out her door, was about to come over to get me, and Papa hopped on. Well, he came over. I don't know what he was on. But I was fine. I was just scared I would roll and fall off the side of the hill because there's tons of rocks down there.
my worst crash ever was at my old house on the 50s. At my old trailer. We had this upper garden that I built by myself, that I made by myself. and we had a path going up there, and there was this white spot that you could turn around, and Josh didn't know I was behind him, and I was going like 20 miles per hour. He turned around that curve, and I thought he was just going to stop, but he turned, and I hit him right on the side of his back, and I flipped over my handlebars, flipped over Josh, and then landed on my head. I thought my neck was broke, and then he started laughing.
Luke, he had a funny crash. It was down on his 50. The gas got
Throttle was stuck.
the throttle got stuck, and he was gonna turn around the actual garden in the middle, and then straight was a creek, and then the garden. And his throttle got stuck, and he was going straight towards the creek. He didn't know either to ride it in the creek or jump off a back, so he just jumped off a back, and the dirt bike went straight into the creek. But if I was you, I'd get a name brand bike, because we still have our 50s, and the only thing wrong with him is our chain is fried, and Luke's front wheel is really loose. And we've had him for probably 6 years.
7.
Yeah, pretty close.
Actually 8, because we got him when we was 4.
Had him for a while.
But yeah, I'm probably going to end this video because it's 20 minutes long. So, I don't know when I post, but
We don't know when we're going to
I don't know when I'm going to post, because I say I'll probably post tomorrow and don't post for a week. But that's basically all for today. I don't know. I probably can't post tomorrow because I have to go to a funeral. So probably can't post tomorrow. But that's basically all. So
Toodaloo.
Two.